Tommy, if you talk to rod manufacturers, they'll tell you they build what they call a store action rod. They want the customer to come in, pick a rod off a rack, wave it around. It feels good in his hand because he doesn't know what he's really feeling. And it's soft, a soft tip, hard to fight a fish, hard to cast, hard to set the hook. What do you recommend when somebody comes in here?
The craziest thing about that statement is they pick up a rod and they read the label and it says from 12 to 80 pound line. To me, it's we all know it's a joke. And as I tell the consumer, are you fishing 12-pound braid or 80-pound braid, 12-pound mono or 80-pound mono? We get more breakage on rods today than we've ever had in our life. What we're looking for is we want a rod blank that, number one, has power in the back end of the rod, so as I'm fighting the fish, I can lift the fish. We still like tip, we like action, depends on the application. Whether it's a boat rod, a trolling rod, something of this nature is a sailfish type rod, we can wahoo fish, we can bottom fish, we can troll with it. The other thing, there's a very big discrepancy and people don't understand. There's two rods almost the same identical diameter. So this has got to be as strong as this. Well, real fast, if you look at them and look at it this way,
and you look at this diameter,
the diameter, the amount of layers of cloth.
Yeah.
So it's very obvious this is a much heavier rod. This is a lighter rod. So you don't use the same rod blank to build the same rod. Again, here's a rod blank here. We're building this as either a stand-up kingfish, sailfish, deep jigging rod, variations. All this will be changed on the tip. The coolest thing of anything that we've come up with through the years is taking this right here. Let's take that. I'm going to show you something that came about a few years ago. I do this demonstration all the time. This is 7 pounds. We're fishing 20 or 30 pound line with 6 to 8 pound drag. Very, very important to understand. Normally we go roughly a third of your line class for your weight. Now you'll be the angler for a change. Put that on your hip. All right? This was a top of the line rod 20 years ago. You got it?
Yeah.
Because it's heavy.
Yeah, I know. You can barely hold it up.
That's only 7 pounds, Mark.
Yeah.
Okay? But see, what happened is we lost all our power here.
There is no power here.
That's right. But this is what they made for all these years. Now, what I've been doing through the last many, many years is I build the same thing by changing the blank, changing the tapers. Okay, you got it? It's heavy,
yeah.
Same weight. Surprise.
More than that, I can tuck it under my arm and hold it with one hand.
The greatest demo I do in the store here is I get the father, the mother, and the kids that come in here. I hand this to the father, and he bends over double. I hand this to the wife, and she said, honey, what's the big problem? The kids can pick it up. And all we're doing is we're changing the taper on the back end of the rod here,
right here,
so that I can physically lift the fish in the fight.
And I'm holding it with one hand.
Exactly.